that negative thought that said, oh, you can't do it, you suck, you're not ready, you're not prepared, that voice kind of went away, and another voice came in and said, you're ready, you're good to go, you could do anything that you set yourself mind to do. I've become a much better father, I've become a much better husband, I've become a much better entrepreneur, I've become more successful since I took your program.
All right, everybody, thank you for watching this video. And today I have Jonathan with me, and he's going to go ahead and share his experience with the Manifest My Greatness program. He was one of the first people to go through it, and I'm going to let him speak and let him explain what he gained from the program, the results that he gained. And I'm excited to hear about this myself. So let's get straight into it. So Jonathan, go ahead and introduce yourself really quick. Let the people know what you do, and then I'll ask you a few questions.
Okay. How's it going, everybody? My name is Jonathan Rivera. I'm a native of Washington State, but I grew up in California. Now I reside in Utah. I have a beautiful wife, 2 beautiful children. I'm into real estate, I'm into stocks, and I also do a little bit of credit. I was introduced to Chris through his Instagram page, and I've been following Chris, I don't know, about at least 2 years, maybe 3. And I was always just looking for ways to manifest my future, how I can make my future, my dreams, my thoughts, how to bring them into fruition onto this 3D realm. Because as Chris says, everything starts to a thought, and then we manifest it. So I was looking to see how I can go about doing that. And fortunate enough for me, I came across Chris and Chris's content. And even before I was part of the program, I was already taking action in the small gems that he provides on his Instagram page. So once I started following or taking into action the things I was learning from Chris, I saw that it was working. And I was like, you know what, I need to hop on this program with Chris and learn from Chris. So yeah, I decided I invested in myself, in my mind, my soul, my education, whatever you want to call it. I decided to invest in it. And I went from being in the show to watching the show. I went from doing my actions, my thoughts, to thinking about them before I did them, if that makes sense. So I was able to learn how to picture what I was about to say or do before I did it. And that's a really big thing for me, because before I felt like I just acted without thinking. And through your course, Chris, I was able to see myself before I did the thing. That's what I meant by I was part of the show. Now I'm on the bleachers watching the show. I was able to see myself from far away and be able to see the things that I was doing wrong or the things that I could do better.
That's awesome, man. And I'll go ahead and put that in my words, the way I interpret that. So a lot of us have compulsive behaviors. Our past kind of molds us into who we are. And if we're not conscious, if we're not aware of that, then we will continue to act compulsively. And that's why you see so many people going through cycles in life and never getting anywhere. Things will happen over and over and over, the same things. And you'll wonder, like, why does this keep happening over and over and over? It's because you're in a compulsive cycle and you're not actually thinking things through before you act. So what happened with Jonathan, and if I'm wrong, correct me, is he became more conscious of his thoughts. And, you know, everybody might not be familiar with the word, like when I say conscious or consciousness. So I would use the word aware. He became more aware of how he was thinking. And once you become aware of how you're thinking, you realize that is why your life is the way it is. So once you become aware of, oh, I've been thinking this way, how about I change the way I think? And when you change the way that you think and you start to put your energy towards the things that you desire, then you can create those things in your life. So I think that's what Jonathan did. He raised his consciousness. He became more aware, and he started to create by choice, by choice. That's the key here. So I'll go ahead and ask you the next question. So what is a big goal or some type of vision that you're more confident in achieving now? I know we spoke just a few minutes ago about how you're working on getting more properties in real estate. Like, what's your vision, and are you confident in achieving it now?
So before the program, I doing real estate and what I do, it consists of me being on the phone with people and calling people. I was so terrified of that. Like I don't even know if I can find a word to describe. The closest one is terrified. You know, I was very, very scared. And once I got through the program, my self-esteem, my I don't know what's the word I'm looking for. I felt confident. I felt like I was good to go. I guess it goes back to being aware of my thoughts. So that thought, that negative thought that said, "Oh, you can't do it. You suck. You're not ready. You're not prepared." That voice kind of went away, and another voice came in and said, "You're ready. You're good to go. You could do anything that you set yourself, you set yourself mind to do." So that's just the state of mind that I've been in. And now I still don't call as much as I probably should, but I do call now, and I hold conversations with people for 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes. And I wasn't able to do that before, and now I am.
I remember the first call we had together, one of your concerns was communication.
Yep.
Just based on our conversation right now, I can tell that your communication is much better, it just flows. So that's awesome. That's awesome, man. And if someone's watching this video, they're skeptical about the program. I always ask this question because there's always someone that's skeptical that's watching, and they're like, why should I go through this program? Like, how do I know if it's going to pay off? Or what if it will work for me? Or what if I already know everything about manifestation? Right? These questions are going through people's head. What would you tell somebody that's, skeptical?
I mean, we're all skeptical in every aspect of life, whether it's when we're gonna go buy some food, buy a car, or buy some shoes. What works for me might not work for you, but I think my biggest give that I'm gonna say here is it's all up to what you have and how much you want it. You could present this program to the next guy and he might not have success or she might not have success, but I did. And it's because I really wanted this. I really wanted to be successful. I really wanted to change my mind and change how I viewed things, be conscious of my thoughts. So it just goes back on how bad you want it. If you put the work into it, you'll reap the benefits, period. No matter, there's not, I can't say no. If you put the work in, you're gonna get it. If you plant the seed and you water it every day, you're gonna grow a beautiful tree with fruits.
That's so powerful. That's so powerful because what I teach is based on universal laws. And if someone asks me, will it work for me? They ask me like, will your program work for me? I'll say, well, it's based on universal laws. If you work with the laws, if you work with the laws of manifestation, then they will work for your benefit. But if you work against the laws, they'll work against you. So it does come down to how bad do you want it, and are you willing to, put in effort.
Like I knew I had a problem and I went out to seek how I can solve this problem. And that's how I came across you. Like I had a problem with the way I thought, and I needed to learn how to not have those thoughts in my mind. And you offered a solution to my problem, and my life has been a whole lot better ever since. I've become a much better father. I've become a much better husband. I've become a much better entrepreneur. I've become more successful since I took your program. Because before I had your program, I hadn't even done a single deal in real estate.
Tell them about your $10,000 deal.
Yeah. So as I said in the beginning, I started to put into work the things that I learned from you. So one of the first things I learned from you was, speak it out into the universe. So I started saying, I am successful. I am rich. I am positive. Money comes to me easily. Like all those positive affirmations that you taught me, I started doing them before I joined the program. And when I started seeing things turn around and manifest themselves, that's when I was like, oh man, this is real. If this is what I'm getting from all the free content, I can't even imagine what I'm going to get once I join Chris's mentorship program. So I think it was like a week after I joined your program, and as soon as I started doing those affirmations and practicing what I learned from you, I landed a 10K deal, and then I'm an owner of a couple properties that I will be listing on Airbnb.
That's awesome, man. That's absolutely incredible. See, I didn't even know these things before we got on this call, so I'm very humbled to know that the information that I put out helps someone, start to turn their dreams into reality. So I think that's about it. We could wrap it up with one more question. So if you have a message for someone that's about to click off this video, what would you tell them?
So don't look at this as I'm spending money, or when you spend money on shoes and food, something that is going to be discarded. This is an investment into your mind, into your spirit, an investment not only for that, but for your future. You can join the program and you can just slack it off, or it can be the most serious thing in your life, and you'll reap the benefits forever. Knowledge is something that no one can take away from you. So when you learn the things that Chris teaches, you'll have them forever. And nobody can take the knowledge from your mind. And you can use this forever. You can teach your kids, teach your wife, and manifest greatness.
Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you so much.
No problem, brother.